Today's video we're looking at the Musha Iaito Wakizashi. This is in the price point category. There's some specs, up close looks, and some cut testing with this one from Musha. Alright, first impressions on this one from Musha. Musha has a pretty wide variety of price point and even some higher end katanas and wakizashis as well. I would say they kind of dominate more so on the price point, or sometimes called entry level, especially for those that are getting into Japanese culture. Japanese swordsmanship for the wakizashi, and obviously with the big boy, the katana. So size comparison on this, if you guys know I train Kali, piece of rattan, that's relative to what we're looking at with something like a wakizashi when it is out of the scabbard. Pretty much like the same size of it, just for a size comparison, especially if you're watching this on an iPhone as well. So it's a 1055 high carbon steel blade. It's going to have some of the features that you would expect for this being $89.99 US dollars before shipping. You're going to be in the price point or entry level category. Who is this one for? For people who are getting into Japanese swordsmanship, for a gift that isn't like a mall grab, where you're grabbing it from the mall and it barely has an edge or made out of a bunch of plastic. So something that's entry level or a good gift from, you know, actual sword makers and people who make swords. So it's got the rayskin, it's got the wrap that is not as smooth as some of the other wraps that you'll see, but it's got a good enough grip and it's tightly wrapped enough to where I don't feel like it's going to slip or anything like that. That's very good. It is a flat black scabbard, so you'll get fingerprints and sweat on it if you kind of touch it, but it doesn't show up and it doesn't last very long. You just wipe it off and you're good to go. That's going to prevent the glossy ones. They're way easier to get scratches on, so this is going to prevent that, and it'll look really nice on a sword stand having this be flat black. Draws in out of the scabbard nicely, no complaints with that. It's obviously in the short sword category. We have a faux Hamen line, which the wave that you're seeing on there when I hit the light, that is a faux Hamen line from my knowledge of it. I believe it's like baked or stamped on there. I have to look that up, but for something in this price point, it's probably not going to have a Hamen line. But if you want the appearance of it for your own training, something like that, you may want to pick this one up. This would be similar, not really similar, but it's kind of like what Cold Steel does, where they give you like the appearance of some things, but they're not exactly like the traditional method of it. That doesn't mean they're not functional, but this is obviously being a price point item. You're going to get some appearance, but you're also going to get some function as well. That leads me to the edge. This one does not come sharpened. So when you're working with this, doing cut testing and stuff like that, you're going to have to add a sharpening surface. So this would be great for practice. This would be great for practice training, because there's literally no edge on it whatsoever. Don't do that if you 100% know there's no edge on it. There's still a tip. The tip is still pointy, but you can have a sharpening surface added to this one. So that would be a good way to get into it. Get a budget or a cost-effective katana or a wakizashi like this one. Get a sharpening surface added by us, and then there you go. You got something to train with. Or you can start off without an edge, you know, working all your different forms, working all your different stuff for someone that is a martial artist in Japanese culture. And then later down the line, perhaps maybe you want to get into cut testing, send it back in, get it sharpened, or just go to a swordsmith or somebody that knows what they're doing in order to sharpen your blades. So that's what I have to say about it. It's really straight to the point. It's an unsharpened wakizashi that's price point. It's entry-level category. Nothing to really complain about with it. You're getting what you paid for, and really nothing more than that. So let's do some up-close looks at this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Overall length 30¼ inch, blade length 20¼ inch. Weight is 1 pound, 14.3 ounces, with an edge that's not sharpened. Width is 30.4 millimeters. Thickness goes from 7.3 millimeters down to 4.1 millimeters. There's no pommel. Point of balance is 3 5/8 inches from the guard. Grip length is 8 3/4 inches. Blade steel is a 1045 high carbon steel. Culture's Japanese, manufactured by Musha. Alright, so remember I said that this is unsharpened? Well, I forgot that, so I still tried to do cut testing with it. and I was cutting through the water jug, and I'm like, man, this is not, it's not really going. I think I thrusted it too, but I was like, oh yeah, this one's not sharpened. So I'm gonna put it in here anyway. Let's take a look at the cut testing. Let's see what a completely dull sword will do to a water jug. There you have it for the Musha Wakizashi, the Iaitao Wakizashi. This one coming unsharpened, so if you do pick this one up, by clicking the link in the description below this video and adding this one to your collection, you're going to need to add a sharpening service if you want to do cut testing with it. If this is a gift for somebody who does not practice swordsmanship, it's actually going to be a great gift because it's not sharp. So it'd be a really good one to get for entry level into Japanese culture and Japanese swordsmanship. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this one from Musha in the comments below. As always, I'm your host, Tom, for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow us on TikTok and on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one.